Today I will show you how to do GL balance carry forward in SAP. So in order to perform the main transaction, we should check some of the settings which are already there in our system just to ensure that we are proceeding in a correct way. So there are 7 steps which I have drawn through which we can check before doing the balance carry forward. So the first step is to identify the retained earning GL. So in order to check that, we should go to the T code OB53. So let's run the T code. OB53, and as I am doing it in production system, that's why it's showing it's non-modifiable. That's fine. Let us proceed. Put the chart of accounts of your company, and here is the retained earning GL. So we should have a note of this particular GL because this will be the main GL in order to check if the balance is getting carried forward correctly or not. So I'm just putting it here for records. The second step is to check the last carry forward year in our system. So in order to check that, we should go to the table FAGL carry underscore FORW. So we should go to SA16 and then run the table FAGL underscore carry underscore FORW. We'll put the company code here and execute. This will show us the last fiscal year in which we have done the carry forward. So now I want to do the carry forward for the fiscal year 2021, but the last carry forward was being done for 2020, correct? The next step is to check the retained earning balance in the fiscal year 2020. So in order to do this, we should run this T code FAGLB03. We should put the GL which we have copied, the retained earning GL. We put the company code and the previous fiscal year, which is 2020. Now this is the balance in the last fiscal year, in the fiscal year 2020. Now I'm copying this balance and putting it here just for the records. So this is 2020. I'm putting this minus sign in the prefix so that Excel understands its negative figure. Okay, in this point number 2, the previous value was 2020. Okay. The next step is to check the same balance for the fiscal year 2021. So I'll go to SAP again. I'll go back one step and I'll change the fiscal year from 2020 to 2021 and I'll execute the same. This is the balance in the fiscal year 2021 for retained earning GL. I'll copy this balance and put this here. I'll remove this comma so that Excel understands it's a number. Correct. Now the next step is to identify the PL accumulated balance for 2020. So in order to do this, I will be running a program in SC38. The program name is RFSSLD00. Okay, I will execute this program. In the dynamic selection above, we will select the P&L statement account type. We'll double click on this and put a X in this box, and we'll put the chart of accounts here as MGR, company code, the fiscal year, which is the previous fiscal year, the leading layer, which is 0L, and then we will execute. Now at the bottom, we can see the accumulated P&L balance, which is this one. So we'll copy this balance and we'll keep it here. I'm just putting this minus sign in the prefix so that Excel understands it's a negative figure. And then I will take the balance of the retained earning GL for the fiscal year 2020 in the same T code. So I'll go here again. I will select the dynamic selection. I will remove this X and I will put the GL account, which is our retained earning GL. Everything else remains same, and I will execute. Now, this is the cumulative closing balance of the retained earning GL for the fiscal year 2020. I'll copy this balance and I will paste this here. Put the minus sign in the prefix. Now you can see in this step 6.a, my balance is getting updated. Now what is this balance? Now this is the balance which will be the retained earning fiscal year 2021 closing balance. Now how this balance is getting calculated? This is getting calculated the closing balance of the previous year plus the retained earning from profit and loss account. The sum of these two will be the closing balance of the 2021 fiscal year. Now, step number 7 is our main step. Through this T code, we will run the carry forward transaction. Now, let us copy this transaction code and execute. I will put the leading ledger as 0L. We'll put the company code and the fiscal year in which we want to forward our balance. Now, in our case, it is 2021. This is just a warning message, it's fine. Now, initially, we should do a test run. So we'll keep a tick on this test run and then we will execute just in order to check whether everything is going fine or not. Everything is green means everything is fine. We should check the balance of the retained earning, which will going to be impacted in our system after we'll execute this transaction. Now in the retained earning, after we will execute, the balance shall be this, and this should match our balance here. Now you can see there is a balance minus 6743280,122, which is same 6743280,122.22. Now this is going to impact our system. Now let's go back again and we'll untick this test run and then we will execute. We'll tick and this is going to the carry forward of the GL balances. And it is done without any error. Now we will check step 2. We have checked the last carry forward year was 2020. Now let's go back to this step again and check the carry forward balance in the table, and we will do SE16N. We'll run this thing. We'll put the company code SMEL and then we will execute. Now it will show 2021, means the last carry forward fiscal year is 2021. Now our carry forward process is completed. Thank you.